Hi, welcome into Monday Crafternoons at the Madison County Public Library in Madison County, North Carolina. Today we're going to be making a sugar scrub that you can make at home, and it's also food grade, so it's safe to use on your face and it'll be safe to use on your lips. Also, if you use this in the shower, please make sure that your feet are wiped off really good because it is an oil and it will cause you to fall. All right, so in your bag of goodies, you will get this is a baby food jar, and this is coconut oil. And so for this, we're doing a 2-to-1 ratio. So we have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and then we have 2 tablespoons of just regular sugar. We'll pour this in our bowl. Now, you can also do this with different kinds of ingredients. So you just take a fork and just work it around. I've tried this with a plastic fork and it does not work as well. You can also make these with any kind of essential oils that you can think of that you'd like to use. You could use, I did see somewhere that you could actually use baking soda instead of sugar. I don't know how that one would work, but with it not being as grainy, it may not be as irritating to the skin as just sugar. Also, if you have sensitive skin, I particularly would not use this on my face, but it would be great for the hands. It makes them nice and soft. So you just incorporate everything in together. Also, if you want one that is fluffy or more creamy, you can also mix your coconut oil with a mixer for 10 minutes and then incorporate everything together. You can also store this in the refrigerator if you want it to be good and hard, or it will solidify at 78 degrees, I think is what it said. So really you don't have to put it in the refrigerator. You can also make this and cut it into little squares. That way it'll just be the perfect little size. You also want to store this in a glass container, and try not to get any water in it, because if you get water in it, it'll mess it up. Let's see. First, wash your face with however you want to wash it, with soap and water or just plain water, and then use this if you're going to put it on your face. All right, I think we've almost got everything incorporated. So our next step is I am going to mix in, this is vanilla extract. You can use any kind of extract that you would like to use. You can use essential oils, but like I said, I'm using vanilla extract. You can also buy this clear, but we did not buy the clear for this. So it will make it look a little dingy looking. And so you just mix it up. You can also use you could use peppermint oil. And I'm sure with peppermint oil you would not need a whole lot of it. So a little bit would go a long ways. So, and like I said, this one is vanilla extract, and this is a half a teaspoon. So, and this is mixing up very nicely. All right, and so once you get everything mixed up in here, you can put it back in the same container that your oil was in. And this is the way the one came out that I made earlier. So it looks like this. So you could actually put it in something else. You could put it in a pretty container. You can make these to give as gifts, which is wonderful. Put a pink bow on it and give it to your mom. So I'm going to slide this back down in here. This is an airtight container, so you can actually store it in here. So, happy crafting.